Wanna learn Vietnamese? Let's go. Xin chào mọi người. Good morning. How are you? Welcome back to Vietnamese with Chi. I know it's been a long time since the last video, but I'm back. And today I am sharing with you how to distinguish and how to say the tones right in Vietnamese. Tones in Vietnamese language seems like a nightmare, isn't it? But I think I may help you out somehow. So let's start. So let's come straight to the point. There are 6 tones in Vietnamese language. So what are tones? In English, when I need to say, how are you? Are you good? I need to raise my voice in the end of the question because there is such a rule, right? So that is called intonation, right? So in Vietnamese, we don't have rule of raising sentence or question or anything like that, but we need to raise or we need to tone our voice in each word, and tones decide that. Okay, so there are 6 tones in Vietnamese, but I am teaching the Southern accent today, so there are only 5 tones in Vietnamese because in the Southern accent, because in the South, people pronounce 2 tones in a similar way. Okay, the first tone in Vietnamese, it is no tone. So if it's no tone, it's the same like in English when you say hi, and in the word xin chào, the word xin has no tone. That's why it sounds like English, xin. I am only comparing with English because that is the only foreign language that I can speak. I wish I could explain to you with example in another language, but unfortunately I cannot. Okay, so the first tone, that is no tone. It means you see a word and it has no weird thing around. Now I'm going to tell the name. Firstly, tone in Vietnamese is dấu. Repeat after me. Dấu. If you already learned the alphabet, you can, and you're watching this video, it's good. But if you didn't watch any video, you should go back to previous video, okay? Okay, dấu. So the first name of no tone, that is dấu ngang, or somebody call it thanh ngang. However, this is just a name, so it's not important in the lesson today. Okay, here's the look of those tones. This is, I just say the name, you see it, and we go into more detail, okay? This is dấu sắc, you see, dấu huyền, dấu hỏi, dấu ngã, dấu nặng. So in the Southern accent, this dấu hỏi and dấu ngã, we pronounce the same. At this point, if you feel like, oh, wait a minute, it's so confusing, it's all right. I just told you the name. Now we go to more detail. Okay, so I need to put the tone into a letter so that it makes sense more to make the sound, okay? So we'll put the tone into letter A, but in Vietnamese, it sounds A, A. Firstly, if it has no tone, it is neutral, like I said. Like in English, you say, hi, I said, A. The next one, it is uptone. When you write it, you go from up to down like this. Or you can do, as long as you can copy the look, it's okay. So with this uptone, you pronounce it up and short, up and very short. This is a. You say a. Okay, the next one, that is down tone. Okay, it look like this. But sometimes people can just write like straight above letter like this. Don't know how to describe, but it is it is long and down. Okay, the next two sound, you need to make it down and then up. Imagine there is a curve in your intonation when you make the sound. This is and the sixth one, that is a dot underneath of the vowel. So it's very unique. It's different to all above tones. This one we pronounce very down and very short. If in the down tone, we pronounce it down and long. Then this one, we pronounce it down but very short. Now I'm going to say them all. You listen to me and you repeat by yourself, okay? I said it all at once, and then I say, and then I pause, and that is when you can copy and repeat after me. Now it's your turn. Listen carefully. A, 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 a. How is it? Still confusing, right? Okay. So let me repeat one more time. When there's nothing around, it is no tone. So I would say a. When it's go up tone, right? When there's something like this, you say it up and short. It is a. And when there's down tone, and this one, you go down, but you finish it up. And the final one, it has the dot underneath. You need to pronounce it down, very sudden and very short. And from my experience, whenever we learn a new language, we can do that, but it's just a matter of time because our brain needs some time to record it. And the tones, they are very new because they probably don't exist in your language. So I recommended all of my students to use our hand because with hand, we can control so that our brain can follow our hand and adjust the sound. Let's do it one more time with the hand. No tone. Up tone. Very up and very short. Down tone. Question tone. The wave also the same. And the last one. Most of my students feels a little bit bizarre and awkward when they needed to use hand. But that's all right, as long as we achieve our purpose to, you know, practice the tones and to master it. And don't worry, I am bizarre with you. Okay, so now if you are still confusing, you can play backward to understand and practice a little more. I'm going to move to the next part, that I'm going to put these tone with different word. I am not using the name of tones because it's very confusing for you because you have no idea. So I just simply call them uptone, downtone, question, wave, dot. Make it easier, okay? As long as it works. Okay, now we put the tones into the word with the sound ka. Excuse the sound above because there is a construction, nothing I can do. Okay, you know, someday we're just a little bit unlucky, but it's all right. Okay, so let's go back to our lesson here. Let's practice. This is ka, ka. Oh my gosh. And then this one is uptone. Like I said, we need to make it short and up. So it is ka. One more time to compare these two. Ka, ka. This one must be down and long. So it is ka. Oh my gosh. Not very lucky today. Okay, these three sounds. Ka, 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 ka. One more time. Ka, ka, ka. Okay, one more time. Ka, ka, ka. Trust me, use your hand when you say the tones. The next one, these two are very similar. So I say ka, ka. And the last one, we say very short and very down. Ka, ka. How is it? Very thirsty, right? I need a bit of water. Okay, so now I am going to compare the sound that may sound similar to your ears. This no tone and uptone. Ka, 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 ka. And then no tone and down tone. Ka, ka. See? Ka, down tone, very long. Ka, ka. Of course, when the Vietnamese speak in daily conversation, we don't make these sounds that long. But because we are a beginner, everything that we say, we need to make it over so that our brain can learn the way how to pronounce slowly. Okay, and then people can mess up with down tone and the dot tone because they both go down. But this one is very long and the dot tone go very short. Ka, down tone. Ka, dot tone. Ka, ka. Okay. I see that people hardly ever mess up ka and ka because, okay, I cannot say like that because for me everything is obvious because this is my language, yeah, but I understand that it's not your language, so everything can happen. So let me say no tone and wave or question tone together so that you can see the difference, I hope. Ka, 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 ka. Okay, so I read this all together. You listen to me and then you repeat, okay? Ka, cá, cà, cả, 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 cả. Very good. And you know why tones are very difficult for Vietnamese learners? Not only because that these kind of tone don't exist in your language, but also because they play a very important role in Vietnamese language. Because when you pronounce one word but different tones, they will have different meaning. For example, when I say ca, no tone, it means a mug to drink water or beer. This one, uptone, cá, that is a fish. You see, now you go to a market and you say, can I buy a ca or cá? You buy a mug or a fish. They're completely different. So be careful. This one, ca, this can combine with another word to make the word cà chua. It's meant tomato. Cả, it's meant all. Cả, this word doesn't exist. And cả, this is a very slang, means like friends, like buddy. Okay, so you see, different word, different meaning. Okay, we try with another group of 6 tones. This one, hoa, hoa. If at this point you feel like you like it's hard to see to understand the vowel, you need to go back to previous lesson and to my previous video and watch it. Okay. Okay, so no tone, up tone, and then down tone, and the next 2 tones, and the last one, how is it? Still confusing, right? You will get there. I know. I'm sure. Hoa, 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 hoa. Okay. Now the pairs of tones that you might mess it up. Hoa, 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 hoa. You see, I don't move my hand, but I move my head. Hoa, no tone, up tone. Hoa, hoa, hoa. And then no tone and down tone. Hoa, 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 hoa. No tone and the wave. Hoa, 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 no tone. Wave for question. And down tone and the dot tone. Hoa, 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 hoa. Okay, so let's see. Hoa, no tone, it's meant flower. Hoa, it's meant chemistry. Hoa, it's mean even, like in a match. Equal. The next one, hoa, is a Chinese root word, means fire. Hoa, no meaning. So you can say that the tone wave in Vietnamese are kind of rare and less words than all other tones. And the last one, hoa, hoa, is another word with Chinese root that's mean danger. Flower chemistry equal fire, anger, or sorry, danger. Do they have any relation? No. So if you say the tone wrong, the word will probably turn to another meaning. Of course, we need to count on the context, but yeah, believe me, it does happen. For example, I really love the animal owl. In Vietnamese, owl is cú, uptone. It is owl. Cú, you say, I really love owl. But if you say it with no tone, cú, in the South, it means penis. You know, maybe you mean that. Maybe you mean that, okay? Maybe you don't really like owl, but you like something else. So this is cú, owl, uptone, and no tone. Cú, that is like what I said, you know, appendix. Okay, so that are all about the tones in Vietnamese, how to distinguish. At this point, you're still confusing, I know. And in any language, it's like that. Perfect practice makes perfect. So if you want to practice for more words, you can ask one of your Vietnamese friends to write down a list of words. You record it or you say that, and you ask your friend to guess. For example, now look at this line. I'm saying, hóa. What tone is it? You tell me. So one more time. Hóa. How do you think? It is uptone. Hóa. Okay. Of course, I will have, you know, a lot of exercises and a lot of way to train my student to practice the tone lesson by lesson to make it perfect. But I'm afraid that the video is too long. So if you really need a lesson or like a task to practice, comment below. I will send you through email, okay? Now, a lot of people when they learn Vietnamese, they feel very confused with these little symbol above the letter and the tones. Are they similar? No, they are not. These are a letter in an alphabet. It decides a sound of a word, and the tone that we just practiced above, they decide the intonation of a word. For example, this one, you say this one, this is an exception actually. This sound, its name is a, it's like a in uptone. This one, if I write it without tone, it is it's the name like that, and you put uptone. Okay, this one may be more understandable. This is the name of it in alphabet is a has no tone. If you put it up, a, down, a. So you see, without tone, the sound, this letter is a. And then when you put the tone, it will change the intonation of the word or a letter. This one is, if there's no tone, and then you put so even if you erase the tone, it still remains the sound and when you put the tone, the intonation gonna change. It is Can you guess? The most popular dish in Vietnamese goes with the sound. That is phở. Okay, now we see more that the letter with head or little hook, they have nothing related to the tones. They are two different separately part. Okay, separate part. Okay, so the first one, this is down tone. You see there's nothing around. So how you write the tone? You're gonna put the tone in the middle of the vowel of the word. This one, bàn. bàn. If the letter, the vowel has a head or a hook, the sound will go above those got a head or above the letter with the hook, like this. Phần, phiền, mừng. If there's such a word like this, then when you write, it can go in the middle of two words or in the second vowel. Anyways, it's follow the vowel, the tones and the vowel, they always stick together. Now this is uptone. Practice more, okay? Practice makes perfect, but it must be perfect. Practice makes perfect, because if the practice is not perfect, it will not make you perfect. I'm sorry, I sound like a very, nerdy person, but I'm a teacher. Okay, this one. Có, cố. You see the tone that go above the head when you write. Okay. Tiếc, đức, hỏi, phở, kể, cổ, thẳng, ngã, gỗ, lễ, lỡ, chữ. There is one thing to notice, that this letter hardly ever or even never go with wave tone. So far I never seen, but if there is, maybe it should be very, very rare. This one, nặng. Sorry. Bạn, nặng, kể, cột. Okay, so if you want to listen to the words with tone, just play back, okay? That is the end of the tones in Vietnamese. Of course, there are many, many things more to practice and so on, but I don't have much time for a video. So that's it. If you want to ask me for anything further, just comment below. I might answer or make a more video to explain what you ask. And now, how to type with tones and with head in Vietnamese. If you write, if you use your phone, it's easy to switch to go to the keyboard, set up and turn it into Vietnamese language. And if you use want to type in computer, firstly you need to download a software. It's called software. I mean, I'm very low tech. How is it called? But anyway, there's such thing called unique key. You go to Google, you download it, and then you turn it on. But you need to notice that when you turn it on the bottom right corner of your laptop, there will be a little square that write E stands for English. You need to click to that, change until it turns to V, and then you can type. So here, this one you can write down, okay? If you want to make a hat, you need to double a letter. A gonna be a. Let me show you. Okay. Okay. So here, you see my keyboard, right? When I write A, see, it has a head immediately. Okay. Now, the same with letter E with head. You write E. O with head, O. Now, if you want to write a bow or the smile and the hook, you need to go with letter W. AW, this. OW into this. UW into this. And now 5 tones, because no tone you don't need to put, right? So A and F will make down tone. Let me show. For example, right here, you go A and F. You can do two ways to type. For example, you can write PHAF. Or sometimes there will be a longer word. Let's do PHANH. It's like you finish the word and you put F, is will still put the right tone on the vowel. But if there's a lot of vowel in the word, then you probably should write it right next to, type it right next to the vowel. For example, if I need to write like you know, I can when I want to put hook, I can do that, and this, and then I put, no, sorry. If you put S, it's gonna be uptone. So what I mean is that you can write the vowel and then the head, the hook, and the tone right away, or you can type until the end and you put. There's a system, it's gonna recognize, okay, A and S, uptone, A and R, question tone, A and X, wave tone, and A and J, dot tone. For example, if you want to write fur, you type PHOWR. Let's see. Wait, where are you? Sorry. PHOW, it turns to hook and a question. That is fur. And that is the end of the lesson today. I hope you like the lesson today. And if you have further questions, please comment below or send me a message into my page under the description. I hope it helps and see you at the next lesson. Bye.